What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again, and it's that time to respond to some comments. I don't have that many comments that I want to respond to today. And plus, this is supposed to be live, but I don't have time to do an hour and a half long show responding to comments. So hopefully this will be pretty short. So we just gonna go ahead and get right into it and respond to these comments. Now, I took these comments off the previous 3 videos I posted, not the one that I post today about Keelan Russell committing to my Alabama Crimson Tide, but the previous 3 before that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. And this is from a Tennessee fan, Herbie Mack. Tennessee's defense is going to take your quarterback apart in Knoxville. We will leave you with the running back as quarterback. Before the end of the season, your QB that you are bragging about will get thrown off the team for taking painkillers. Why? Because Tennessee put a real hurting on him. I will predict that Alabama home games won't have more than 50,000 fans coming to the game. Why? Because they can't take their losing team giving up. Like a tsunami, the tide will back up. All right. This is coming from a Tennessee fan. Anyway, I think this is off the video that it was I was talking about Jalen Milroe being named the most dynamic quarterback for 2024. But anyway, let's break it down. Tennessee defense is going to take your quarterback apart in Knoxville. We will leave you with the running back as a quarterback. Well, according to what y'all been saying, Jalen Milroe is a running back playing quarterback anyway. So you might leave us with a running quarterback. But one thing about it, you ain't gonna take nothing apart. Not that defense. Okay, now I give it to you. Your front 7 is all right, but hey, your back end is freaking terrible. And guess what? Your front 7 won't get to Jalen Milroe enough to take him apart, as you put it. Probably won't even slow him down. Okay, this guy, Jalen Milroe, he can throw and he can run. So hey, it is what it is. Your defense ain't that good. Anyway, before the end of the season, your quarterback that you were bragging about will get thrown off the team for taking painkillers. Why? Because Tennessee is going to put a real hurting on. Well, if that's good, y'all should be putting the hurting on every damn quarterback before you even get to Alabama. But we all know that's not going to happen. What happened to the defenses from last year in 2022, 2021? Shit, I ain't seen nobody from Alabama taking painkillers after playing. Y'all, I understand you got your little win in Neyland Stadium where you act a damn fool. But guess what? That was then. This is now. You came in, Mr. Herbie Mack, you came into the 2023 season saying the same damn shit. And what happened? You got your ass tore off by double digits, as Alabama always do when they whoop your ass. Double digits. Not a measly 3-point win. You ain't been relevant since 1998, and you won't be relevant in 2024. You should be used to it. Keep it moving. I will predict Alabama home games won't have more than 50,000 fans coming to the game. Why? Because they can't take the losing. Well, guess what? Alabama, 50,000 fans, you done lost your mind. We have that kind of attendance against who? We'll have that against Western Kentucky. That's fact. That is fact. I mean, Tennessee, I guarantee you, yeah, we play in Neyland Stadium. Well, I guess your stadium will be packed to watch Alabama Crimson Tide beat the brakes off you. That's all I know. Send old Smokey back on top of Rocket Top, contemplating whether he should jump or not. So hey, it is what it is. Let's move on to Christopher Neal, 266. Hey, Georgia Bulldog fan. Jalen had 2,800 yards. Jalen Milroe had 2,800 yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, had a QBR rating of 80, 13th in the nation. Meanwhile, Carson Beck had 3,900 yards, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, QBR rating of 86, fifth in the nation, and he is currently tied with Ors to be the front runner to win the Heisman at plus 750. Miro is fifth at plus 1200. So I don't know what the hell CBS is talking about. I have never seen a pass by Miro that I was just like, damn, what a pass. I have seen it 10 times a game from Carson Beck. 10 times a game? What throws is this? And this Beavis Beck, not Carson Beck, because he looked like Beavis off Beavis and Butthead. Exactly like him. They was looking at Carson Beck when they drew Beavis. But anyway, this dude said 10 times a game. What throws was them? I guarantee you it was a 10 to 15 yard slant, a swing pass, a tunnel screen where somebody took it the rest of the way, because that's what he's the master of. 10 to 15 yard slants, tunnel screens, and swing passes. That is what Carson Beck does. He can't hit a damn deep ball to save his life. And I don't care that Carson Beck threw for 3,900 yards and 24 touchdowns. I don't care. What did it get him? Not a damn thing. And you talking about Jalen Milroe and Carson Beck, him throwing 3,900 yards and Jalen Milroe only throwing 2,800 yards, and he threw 24 touchdowns, Jalen Milroe threw 23. Okay, fine and dandy. Like I've been saying, it took this guy 1,100 more yards and an extra game than it took Jalen Milroe. It took him all of that to throw one more touchdown than Jalen Milroe. Only one. 1,100 yards and an extra game. And that's what y'all bragging about in Carson Beck. And the fact of the matter is, you want to come on here and say he tied with only Quinn Ewers to be the Heisman frontrunner. Well, I'm going to put it like this. When Bryce Young won the Heisman, did he come into the season as a Heisman frontrunner? No. When Devontae Smith won the Heisman, did he come into the season picked to be a Heisman frontrunner? No. When Derrick Henry won the Heisman, did he come into the season as a Heisman frontrunner? No. Neither one of them. Matter of fact, when Derrick Henry won the Heisman, they had Leonard Fournette picked to win the Heisman. But guess what he did? He ran into my Alabama Crimson Tide defense. That's what he ran into. So, hey, these so-called experts, they are wrong more often than not. And I'm talking about picking the Heisman and picking conference championships and national championships. Because I'm quite sure, as I recollect, coming into the 2023 season, who was picked to win the SEC championship and who actually won it. Coming into the 2023 season, who was picked to win the national championship and who actually won it. It wasn't who was picked to win it, and we know who that was. Your Georgia Bulldogs, Mr. Christopher O'Neal. So I'll leave that at that. But anyway, keep it moving. Only a few comments. Greg A2109. You're excited for nothing. Bama O-line will become even more soft than they already are under the board. That's a fact. So sure, Bama might continue to win the SEC, but when they play a team like Michigan that has an NFL defense, they will get manhandled in the trenches and come up short on the scoreboard again. Okay, I guess he's a Michigan fan. I guess. I don't know. Because they don't say who they support or whatever. But I'll make it known who I support. And that's my Alabama Crimson Tide. So I'm getting excited for nothing. Bama O-line will become even more soft than they already are under the board. That's a fact. Do you not know? Coming off the 2023 season, the board had the best offensive line in the nation. The best with less talent. So come on, make it make sense. If y'all gonna come on and comment, make some damn sense. Maybe this guy didn't know that. Anyway, Bama might continue to win the SEC, but when they play a team like Michigan that has an NFL D, they will get manhandled in the trenches and come up short on the scoreboard again. Yeah, we came up short last season, but Alabama didn't get manhandled, at least not in my opinion. Okay, yeah. Jalen Milroe, he got sacked quite a few times. Well, not that many, but I don't think he got manhandled. Okay, didn't happen. Or the offensive line didn't get manhandled. But anyway, Michigan last season, great season. But when did they have a defense like they had last season before then? Because I don't remember them having this type of defense in 2021. Because what happened when they came to the SEC? They got the brakes beat off of them by Georgia in the playoffs. You remember that? They didn't have that kind of defense. They didn't have that kind of defense in 2022. 2023, they had that kind of defense. And I don't expect them to repeat it in 2024. And might I remind you, Greg A., Michigan had the advantage over every opponent they played by stealing they daggone signs. Allegedly. I'm saying allegedly, but you know, I'm saying that with an asterisk. I'll just say that. Allegedly, with an asterisk. So you had the advantage. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what, I mean, come on now. You know it, and I know it. So, hey, that's all right. Will you be able to do that again? The guy that was the head of I want to call it Sign Gate, the guy that was leading that, he done moved on to the NFL. Because he know what was going to come down. So you sit on that and y'all will be talking about 2023 national championship for a long time. Because you won't win another one no time soon. I think Michigan is overrated this season, even though they sitting at outside the top 10. I'll just put it that way. Who the hell wins a national championship and then the very next season come in ranked outside the top 10? Come on now. But anyway, the teams you beat is ranked higher than y'all. Now Ohio State and Alabama. But anyway, keep it moving. We got another one here. What we got? Okay, I ain't got but a few. Anyway, BC Jones. This is from BC Jones. He says, KB, my Lord, man. You right about one thing. In your mind, bro. Your mind has been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led you astray. What in the world will the other college teams be doing while Bama winning the national championship? Just gonna lay down and let y'all with the new coach take it all the Heisman and the Heisman Trophy too? Man, what that pitch? Man, with that pitch, you could sell folks a beachfront property in Atlanta. Yeah, I can, because you know what? My pitch is the truth. But let's break it down. It says, my mind has been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray. Can you tell me how? Because my mind recollects the fact that my Alabama Crimson Tide is an 18-time national championship. My mind recollects that my Alabama Crimson Tide has won 6 national championships since 2009. My mind recollects that my Alabama Crimson Tide has won 9 conference championships since 2009. 8, whatever you want to call it. That's what my mind recollects. Well, 2009. That's what my mind recollects. My mind recollects that my Alabama Crimson Tide has been to the playoffs more than any college program, football program in the nation. My mind recollects that my Alabama Crimson Tide has won more national championships in the playoff era than any other college football program. Now, my mind recollects all of that. So how is my mind led astray, hoodwinked, and bamboozled? If anything, every other college football fan outside of Alabama mind has been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray. Because if you don't got what my Alabama Crimson Tide got or more, and you think your team is on the level as my Alabama Crimson Tide, you have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray. That is all I know. And guess what? That's a pitch, which is a fact. It is, baby. But anyway, what in the world would the other college teams be doing while Alabama win the national championship? I don't give a damn what they doing. I'm only concerned about my Alabama Crimson Tide because I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. So I'm not concerned about what they will be doing. My Alabama Crimson Tide will be kicking ass and taking names and knocking the dust off motherfuckers. That's what my Alabama Crimson Tide gonna be doing. That's all I know. Anyway, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. What else we got? Yeah. The Heisman Trophy. Yeah, they ain't got to lay down. All those teams ain't got to lay down. All these victories that Alabama has accumulated over all these years, you think these teams just laid down and let my Alabama Crimson Tide stomp all over their ass? No, they tried to fight, but my Alabama Crimson Tide beat the fight out of them, so they had no other choice but to bow down to Bama. That's the only choice they had. And as far as the Heisman, yeah, I truly believe that my quarterback, Jalen Miro, is going to win the Heisman. We're going to take it all. SEC championship, freaking Heisman Trophy, and the national championship in Kalen DeBoer's first year at Alabama. Because guess what? I got all the facts to stand on that. That's all I know. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go to this one, I believe. I'm going to a comment that I want to see. Okay, I'll get to it in a minute. But anyway, next, this is from Scott Turner. I believe he's a Georgia fan. When was the last time Alabama was even in a national championship game, much less win one? He's a Georgia fan. I remember this. He's a Georgia fan. And I told him the year right before them Georgia Bulldogs won their first national championship in 41 years. Y'all won it. Georgia won it in 2021. We won it in 2020. But, you know, they say the COVID year don't count. But all I know, if my Alabama Crimson Tide national championship don't matter for 2020, does the Super Bowl matter? Whoever won that Super Bowl? Does the NBA championship matter? I believe the Lakers won that one. And a lot of people say that don't count. Oh, it's just a bubble championship. Okay, they played hockey that season too. And that's all I know. They played golf and had a lot of championships won that season. Do none of them count? College softball championship, gymnastics, basketball, baseball, and you know those Georgia fans like to talk about Isquarian. I guess that's how you pronounce that shit. I don't know. Where they ride horses and the horse jump over obstacles and shit. Where it don't take athletes to do nothing. If y'all won a national championship in that year, would it count? I don't know. I'm just saying. But when was the last time those Georgia Bulldogs had 18 national championships sitting in their trophy case? When was the last time them Georgia Bulldogs had over 30 conference championships sitting in their trophy case? I'm just asking. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. But you asked me when was the last time Alabama was even in a national championship game. Matter of fact, last time Alabama was in a national championship game was what? 2021 against your Georgia Bulldogs. We lost. Okay, I'm going to give you that. We lost. But you know why we lost. Ain't it one because of nothing your Georgia Bulldogs was doing. You know why we lost. I ain't got to mention it. Same reason that A lot of Georgia Bulldogs fans say they lost against my Alabama Crimson Tide last season. but the reason counted last season, but it didn't count in 2021. I want to put that out there. But anyway, keep it moving. Aaron Westby. He's a Georgia fan too. Boy, these Georgia fans, they be all up in the comments. These Georgia fans just like P. Diddy when they do a video. Want to be all up in the comments. Just like when Kirby Smart came out with old boy. I guess old boy committed to them just a couple of days ago. I don't know. Kirby Smart walking out with him all up in the damn videos. P. Diddy. Did he do it? The diddler. Kirby Smart. But anyway, Aaron Westbury, Georgia fan. Texas can beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa, then Georgia will have no problem. That is a lie. That is a lie. Georgia can't even beat Alabama in Athens or Atlanta, as a matter of fact. So maybe being out of the state of Georgia will give them a chance to win, because they did beat us in Indianapolis for that national championship. So being out of the state of Georgia might give them an advantage. But ask them what happened the last time they came to Tuscaloosa. I believe they got their ass towed off. I believe they got their ass towed off. Let me look at this. I believe now. So, just looking at it, the last time Georgia won in Tuscaloosa, 2007. Nick Saban's first year. Then the very next year, we went to Athens and whooped that ass. We went to Athens in 2015 and whooped that ass. And the rest of the times, 2012, 15, 18, 2 times in 18, 2020, 2021, and 2023, we went to the state of Georgia and beat the killers and bits out their ass. That's what we did. That's what we did. That's what we do. But anyway, you was coming to Tuscaloosa and getting your ass towed off. And that's what's going to happen in 2024. That is all I know. That is straight facts, man. So, hey, just called Texas come in and beat us. Well, you play Texas too. You know what I'm saying? So if, according to your logic, if Texas beat us and y'all got to go to Texas, then Texas should beat y'all. That's according to your logic. But hey, it is what it is. You're going to get your ass towed off. That's all in Tuscaloosa. You come in there, take your ass whooping, hop your ass on back to Athens. That's all I know. Maybe y'all will go back to Athens and get drunk like you always do. But guess what? You can't drink that ass whooping away. That's why y'all players and y'all fans get drunk and like to get DUIs, because y'all so depressed at how many times my Alabama Crimson Tide done whooped that ass in Athens and Atlanta. Alabama is part of the blame of why your players be reckless driving, getting DUIs, whatever. Alabama is part of the reason. Just putting it out there. So you can thank us. But hey, it is thanks but no thanks. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I believe this might be the last comment. I believe. Maybe. Let me see. I got 2 more comments. It says, this another Georgia fan, but I told you, they all up in the comments. So I'm commenting on Tennessee fan and mostly Georgia fan. KB, you know you don't believe Georgia will lose 3 games. Yes, the hell I do. Yes, I do. You know why? You ain't playing cupcakes no more. And this comment came off the cupcake video I did. Who gonna have the cupcake season? I do believe Georgia gonna lose 3 games. You ain't got that cupcake season no more. Because if you look at it, last season, 2023, in the East, like that article said, the SEC East was shielding Georgia. Well, all that shit is gone. No divisions no more. You get to move up and play with the big boys. But anyway, 2023, they played South Carolina in the East, South Carolina, which was 5-7, Vandy 2-10, Kentucky 7-6, Florida 5-7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that they played on their schedule with a combined of 30 losses. And I didn't even add that they played Tennessee Martin, Ball State, UAB, and Georgia Tech. That's 4 more teams. That's 8 teams that they played last season. So if you look at it, they only had a 4-game schedule last season. 4 programs from the SEC East, total of 30 losses. Want to walk around like they the biggest and baddest motherfuckers in the land, playing programs like that. If you go back to 2022, South Carolina, Missouri, Vandy, Florida, Kentucky, 5 teams with a combined of 32 losses. That is the kind of schedule that Georgia has been playing year after year after year, ever since Kirby done been there. And I might add, I didn't mention Samford in 2022, Kent State, Georgia Tech. So that's 8 teams again. 4-game schedule. They play 4 quality opponents a year. That is it. Oh my goodness. 2022, you had South Carolina 8-5, Missouri 6-7, Vandy 5-7, Florida 5-7, Kentucky 6-7. But they the baddest motherfuckers in the land. Then you 2021, another championship season. South Carolina, Vandy, Florida, Missouri, a combined total of 30 losses. South Carolina 6-7, Vandy 2-10, Florida 6-7, Missouri 6-7. And I didn't mention they had UAB on the schedule, Charleston Southern, and Georgia Tech. And then Auburn was 6-7 that year. That year too. They was on the schedule. You know they on our schedule every year. So hey, it is what it is. But yeah, those are the kind of schedules they've been playing. And like I say, last year, Florida, South Carolina, Vandy, and Kentucky combined 30 losses. South Carolina 5-7, Vandy 2-10, Kentucky 7-6, Florida 5-7. Come on, man. How can you be the best in the land? So coming into this season, you ain't got those type of schedules no more. And hell yeah, I think you'll lose 3 games. Why wouldn't I? This year, you want to talk about pressure on Caleb. The pressure is on Kirby Smart. The pressure for Kirby Smart is to prove this year with the schedule he got that he is the coach that the media and all the Georgia Bulldog fans think he is. Am I lying? No, I'm not. This is the year he really got to prove it. And if he don't, he's a fraud. Just like he's a fraud if he don't daggone prove himself this year with a formidable schedule. We'll see this year. Guarantee you that. What kind of coach Kirby really is. Is he a coach that can only win games, cupcake schedule, when his whole schedule, basically the whole schedule is easy and he can ride off on into playoff with basically a fresh team while everybody else is beat up because they've been playing quality teams? Well, guess what, Kirby? Your cupcake, your honeymoon, your 7-8 years of honeymoon is over. And half of the honeymoon you was on, you couldn't even get it done. With schedules like this, season after season after season, you should have been in the playoff damn near every freaking year. But hey, you playing these cupcake ass teams and you run into a team like Alabama and get your ass tore off every fucking time. But anyway, let's move to the next comment. This is the last comment. The troll of all trolls, the troller of the year, the super troll, Keith Boone. Once again, he's a Georgia fan. And this is about the same daggone video, the cupcake video, cupcake schedule. UGA got one cupcake, and that cupcake will be played on September 28th. Well, guess what, Keith Boone? Just like I told you, you don't want to fuck with that cupcake, because that cupcake for those Georgia Bulldogs is too hard to swallow, and y'all choke on that motherfucker every time. And that's fact. So you might want to leave that crimson and white cupcake alone, because that bitch is too hard to swallow. And y'all be choking like a motherfucker on that one. So you might want to leave it alone. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. You think you're going to come into Tuscaloosa and whoop our ass? Like I say, you can't do it in your own state. You can't do it in your own stadium. You can't do it in Atlanta. You want to come on into Tuscaloosa and think you're going to get it done. All right. Come on. We waiting on you. We waiting on you. Just like I said, we going to knock the kibbles and bitch right out your ass. You can believe that. And Coach Kalen DeBoer's very first year, Kirby Smart will be leaving Brian Denny as a damn loser. That's all I got to say about that. So, anyway, that's all the comments I got to respond to right now. But next Tuesday, I will be right back responding to comments like these asinine comments that tell lies and non-truths. Hey, it is what it is. But as I always say, y'all be blessed. And I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, and roll damn Tide.